Hi everyone, my name's Brittany from the Traveling House Sitters. I want to do a really quick video to just show you my favorite house sitting sites. So I've used quite a lot of them over the years, and I've just put together a little bit of presentation about the ones that I like and the different reasons. So quickly, I will tell you why. So while listen to me, like I said, I'm Britt from the Traveling House Sitters. I've cared for 40 houses in over 15 countries over the last 5 years. So I've used a lot of these platforms. And then I've got here the criteria I'm going to rank these ones on. So I'm going to rank them on the price, the location, insurance, if they have insurance or if they provide you with insurance, notifications, if they send you notifications if a sit comes up, if they have an app, and what the competition is like on each of those platforms. All right, and these are the sites I'm going to look at. So I'm going to look at Trusted House Sitters, Aussie House Sitters, House Sitters America, House Carers, and Normador. So I tried to pick one from each kind of region and then also a couple that were worldwide house sitting sites as well. So they're the ones I'm going to do. I'm going to remove my face from the screen because I will be in the way in a moment. So I'll just get rid of this. Alrighty, so let's start. Alrighty, so there's the sites, the criteria. We go back, we go forward now. Alright, let's start with House Sitters America. Alrighty, so the price for them is 49, and this is in US dollars. So I'm going to talk about everything in US dollars. So it's $49 for a house sitter, and then it's free for homeowners. So I've got that information here, just there. And its location, it's mainly based in America, all in the name there. They don't offer insurance, this site. No notification, so you can't put in that you want to receive email alerts about a certain location. There's no app, and I've got the competition medium because it's a lot cheaper than the other house sits. I have found that it does have a little bit more competition than other ones that are based in the US. Alrighty, so let's move on to the next one. And then here's just what the website looks like here. So as you can see, it's free for homeowners and costs for house sitters. So that's just an interesting point to think about as well. I think I've got on here because what I found was because so many homeowners might sign up for that. So I find it's better that they're using a paid model, I think. And then we move on to, let's go forward, Aussie House Sitters. So this is owned by the same company, it appears to. I wouldn't quote me on that, but just from looking at the websites, it looks like they're connected. So this one, and I did mention I'm going to say them all in US dollars, but this one, they only list their price in Australian dollars. So they've got it at $84. So I roughly know the exchange rate, and I feel like 49 to 84, that's probably like, I'd say 60 US. So I think this is one of the best house sitting sites to use in Australia if you're heading over here. And the price is pretty good, I think, $84. That's pretty reasonable for a full year full of free accommodation, especially since Australia is so expensive for accommodation. So that's the price. Location, as I mentioned, is just for Australia. Insurance, they don't offer insurance. Notifications, no notifications, no app. And the competition, I would say it is low to medium. There is about 3 to 4 different house sitting sites in Australia. And I think that due to this, the competition's not that high. So on here, if you sign up with them, you get a daily email, and you'll notice there is heaps and heaps of house sitting assignments come up every single day. So I don't really think the competition is that high on Aussie House Sitters. Alrighty, so the next one we move to is House Carers. Oh, and here's just what it looks like for Aussie House Sitters, the website, and it just looks very, very similar, as you can see, to American House Sitters. And they even link, I'm pretty sure, to American House Sitters somewhere in the footer here. The next one we're going to talk about is House Carers. Now, this one has a pretty good price. It's only $50 US, and that's for house sitters. And then same model as Aussie House Sitters and American House Sitters. It's free for homeowners. This one's a good one. It is worldwide, which I do like. It does have a good amount of house sits all around the world. So it's got a grateful location. No insurance, no notifications. Yep. No app, and I found that the competition is very low on here. Not many people use it, so not many house sitters use it. There are quite a few assignments on there, so you don't have a lot of competition. So it is a good one if you're getting started, I think. So I think I've got a lot more information on here. We've used it for house sits in Australia, Ireland, the United Kingdom, and New Zealand. From submitting our ID checks out, it's personalized emails. This platform is great experience. They were the first house sitting website to bring homeowners and house sitters together back in 2000. So there's just some information that we've written about it. I've kind of got a much more in-depth information on each site on our website here. As you can see, pros and cons, our rating and everything. And then if you want to have a look at what it looks like, this is what it looks like. I mean, it's $50. It's not like they're spending all their money on creating a really, really beautiful website. I just think it's basic. It does what it needs to do, which is what I like about it. Alrighty, so the next site is, let's see if we can go forward. Yes, Normador. So this one is interesting. It used to be much cheaper since I've looked at it last. I'll change this to US dollars for everyone. When I used this a few years back, it was much cheaper than this. And so it's $99 for 3 months. I think it needs to be way cheaper than this, but I do like that they've got a tiered system. This is similar to Trusted House Sitters. So what do you get? Support team. I do like this standard cancellation service. So this is great. So if you book into a house sit and the homeowner cancels on you, they will cover the accommodation cost of up to €50 per night and a maximum of €20 per stay. So that's kind of just good if you want a little bit of just peace of mind that if something goes wrong, you have something to kind of back up with. And so the location of Normador, I find when I used it, it was mainly Europe. So I found it was really good for Europe. And I know I'm jumping forward, but the competition is quite low. Even though they say on their website they have 12,000 members, I don't really know what the split between homeowners and house sitters are of those 12,000, but I found the competition very low and quite easy to get house sits on Normador. So I'm going to jump back to insurance now. So no insurance, no notification. Oh, sorry, yes. Apparently they do send you email notifications if you set them up. No app, and as I mentioned, very low competition, which I liked. And I've actually spelled it wrong here, guys. It's Noar, so it's MONOMADOR. As you can see here, I've spelled it wrong. And then we go to the final one, Trusted House Sitters. I'm sure that if you've kind of started looking at house sitting sites, you've probably heard of Trusted House Sitters. And even though it really is on par price-wise with Normador, I think it's one of those things where you're like, it's expensive, but is it worth the money? And I think a lot of people, when you don't really know an industry, that's what you kind of go between. You're like, well, it's expensive, but is it worth it? And I'm going to let you know now. So this is what I think Trusted House is. So I think, I don't want to jump back and forth between price and competition, but for the price, I think it is your best bet. And I'll let you know why. I really do think it is the best site to use. And mainly to do with 2 points on here: insurance and notifications. All right, so I'll start with the price. So they are the same as Normador. They give a tiered system. They're only giving it to me in this way at the moment. Let's see, pricing. There we go. All right, and this is in US dollars for anyone that's wondering. Alrighty, so price. So it is a little more expensive than Normador, but I think it's totally worth it. You kind of got these 3 different tiers. And sorry, I'm looking at pet parents. So that's like homeowners. For house sitters, there's the different prices. I think standard sitter is a great option. You get the insurance, which I think is incredible. I think this is great. No other site does this, so I think it's really, really good. And you can see home content protection there, another great one. Or you can go combined. So if you also want a house sit and you want someone to look after your home, you can get the combined membership. So I think the price for what you get, I think that getting the insurance, when some of the other sites are around the same price, I think this is quite good. Location, it is worldwide. There is thousands. You go on there, the UK has thousands of assignments. The US has thousands of assignments. Australia has hundreds. There's heaps in New Zealand, all around the world. I mean, Asia, it's not quite as big, but it's definitely getting there. Let's just have a really quick look. Let's say you want to go to Thailand, just for example. Well, it's not going to let me. But as you can see, there's 12 house sits in Thailand at the moment. So it is getting more popular in Asia, but I still think that there is so many house sits everywhere else. Let me go back and see if I can show you the US, United States. Let's see how many. So there's 4,381 sits just in the US. So there's a lot. Offers you insurance, like I showed you before. It does offer you insurance, whether you're a homeowner or a house sitter. Notifications. So this is probably my favorite thing about Trusted House Sitters is you can set up notifications so that when a house sit comes up in the location that you want to go to, and you can also put in dates. So for example, say you're heading to New York and you want to go sometime in October, or you know you're going to be there from the 7th of October to the 14th of October, you can go in there, set up an alert for New York between those dates that you were thinking of. And then maybe you can even set up if you do or don't want to care for animals, or the type of animals you want to care for. And then you'll get an email sent to you or on the app to let you know when a house sit's been posted, so you can be the first one to apply. Because I think the speed in which you apply is pretty much key at this point. If you are in that first day, I think you have a much better chance of getting a homeowner's shortlist. So I think notifications are key, and that's why I like Trusted House Sitters so much. App. They do have an app, and I'm pretty sure you can also get notifications on there and send your applications from there too. So that way, if you're out of the house, you can get that done really quick. Competition. So this is kind of the thing. So it's expensive and it has all the great features, but it does have a lot of competition. But one thing they've done lately, which I'll log in. Hopefully it doesn't show you guys my password. There we go, find a house sit. There we go. Now we can actually look at things. So, for example, if I wanted to go to California, alrighty, something they do that's really great is this thing called low applications. So you'll notice these ones all have low applications. That means that you are more likely to get that one. So if you just, how cute is this place? Let's have a look. Let's open up this one. Oh, not cute one. Oh, it's a little bit longer. All right, you can see they've only got 2 applications at the moment. So they do that, they let you know that there's low applications. So really, if you find that there is a lot of competition in the places you want to go to, this is a great way to kind of like find house sits a little bit easier to land. This one's only got 1 application. You can see that in there, which I think is really good. And let me just see if I've got any other notes on this one. No, that's pretty much everything. I've kind of covered all the platforms that I have used and I like to use when house sitting. So if you have any questions or anything, pop them in the comments and I will try and get to them. And if you want to know about any other platforms, and because there are a few other ones I've used, but I tried to pick ones that I think that was kind of best, I think, like kind of like my favorites. And that's why I really went for those 5, which I think are my favorites, because I think that they give the best benefits. Alrighty. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions. And also, if you wanted to get 25% off for Trusted House Sitters, I'll also have a code. Sorry, not a code. I'll have a link in the description. And if you click on that, the discount gets automatically applied when you sign up. Alrighty guys, thank you so much. Hopefully this was helpful to your house sitting journey, and I'll chat with you soon.